going on? Zuko back, the birds, with another Shadowlands video. We're gonna do. Listen, I'm gonna take a break from the shaman stuff for a second. I'm gonna do more shaman videos, but I want to show something. I want to show another sort of class guide moving into 9.2, and we're gonna talk about Survival Hunter. Okay, and I just want to do. I'm gonna show a dungeon in a second. That's why I'm in a group. But I want to switch over to the tier set bonus, and I want to talk really quickly about this tier set bonus. Okay, we're just going to launch right into this. So I talked about this in the other Hunter video that talks all about the tier set bonuses. I'm just running over to Azuna. Okay, let's look at this really quickly here. So Mad Bombardier, when kill command resets, it has a 40% chance to make your next wildfire bomb incur no cooldown. Really important. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Your wildfire bombs deal 30% more damage just all the time, and then it is increased to 80% when you get the Mad Bombardier buff. So let me flesh this out a little bit. This first two-set bonus is very confusing. It was confusing to me when I first saw it. This does not just give you a charge of wildfire bomb, okay? Let me be clear about that. First, number one, it does not give you a charge of Wildfire Bomb. It simply causes your next Wildfire Bomb to not incur a cooldown, which is an important distinction. What it means is you have a new mini game to play when you're playing Survival Hunter. Right now, you get 2 Wildfire charges because you're going to take guerrilla tactics. I mean, if you get this tier set bonus, you're going to take guerrilla tactics anyway. Like you sort of have to, because it becomes all about your bomb damage, which is awesome. What it means is you're going to throw your first bomb, and then you're going to do the kill command resets and try to get your next bomb that you throw to not incur a cooldown. Does that make sense? You can't throw both of your bombs back to back, or else you won't get the 2-set bonus. If you throw both of your bombs, and then you get a kill command proc, and it procs the 2-set bonus, which makes your next bomb incur no cooldown, you still have to wait till your next bomb comes off cooldown, which will be like 6 seconds later. So you have to throw your first bomb and do the kill command resets and try to fish for a proc. And if you get a proc, then you can throw your final charge of Wildfire Bomb, and it will reset its cooldown, and you'll get a free charge back that way. So it's kind of a strange interaction. It does not just say straight up that when you throw a Wildfire Bomb, when you get the kill command reset, it's going to give you a charge of Wildfire Bomb back. That is not what's happening. You have to hold that last charge for a little bit and fish for procs. If you get a proc, you can throw that final charge of Wildfire Bomb, and it will not incur its cooldown. You'll essentially get a charge back that way. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of a strange interaction that I wanted to talk about because it's not really clear in the tooltip there. That's the first thing I want to talk about in this video. The second thing, right before we step into this dungeon, is that I'm going Necrolord, and I'm going to show you the Bag of Munitions legendary. This is the Necrolord legendary for Hunter. It's pretty rare that it gets used because it looks bad on the surface. It says up to 2 targets hit by your Death Chakram are also hit by Explosive Shot. Explosive Shot, as I talked about I think in the Hunter video before, Explosive Shot is a marksman ability. It's not a Survival Hunter ability. And therefore, it seems kind of strange to be getting Explosive Shot. But here's the kicker. Explosive Shot does a ton of fire damage just straight up on its own. It does a lot of damage. Number 2, Explosive Shot is a marksman ability that is a focus spender. And for Survival Hunter, our mastery says that you and your pet's focus spending abilities deal 26% more damage. So it benefits from our mastery. That's a really important thing to understand. Every explosive shot that I fire is going to do 26% more damage. Okay? That's huge for us. Huge. The last and what I think is the most important thing, the reason that this becomes a very strong ability is, number one, it's nuts in AoE. It's disgusting in AoE. It's not amazing on single target. There are better covenants for single target, like Venthyr, right? But Death Chakram is a 45-second cooldown. That means that every 45 seconds, you get to launch these explosive shots. And that makes this incredibly powerful, in my opinion. Really, really underrated. Also, if you go Necrolord and you take Plague Divisor Marith, you get 120 more mastery because of the... So my mastery actually goes up to 32 instead of 26. I'm gonna try and kick this guy. Okay. Watch this. Watch this damage. You ready? We're doing 10k because of the explosive shots. My gear is terrible, just so you all know. My gear is not good. We gotta stun this guy. I don't have a pet. Oh, that's terrible. What a good start. Let's stun you. All those guys just got healed because I didn't have my freaking pet out because I'm an idiot. I am sorry. Look, we're gonna get Death Chakram back on this pack, I bet. That's how good the cooldown is on this thing. Gonna get these out, and we're gonna throw a bomb. With the tier set bonus, if you had the tier set bonus, you need to remember that you can't go down to 0 bombs. Here comes the Death Chakram again. Watch this. It's gonna bounce around. We're gonna get explosive shots going off. Boom. There you go. Again, my gear is 215 right now, okay? So just take this all with a grain of salt. This is not the best. We're gonna make sure we Fleshcraft again. Fleshcraft is really important because it takes our mastery right now, at least from 26% to 32%, which is awesome. We're gonna kick Dark Mending. Really important. Make sure we carve to get our bombs back. But yeah, with the tier set bonus, guys, the bombs, you can't go down to 0 bombs. I'm doing it right now because I don't have the tier set bonus. We're not in 9.2 yet, but on 9.2, you're going to have to hold that second bomb because you're going to want to get the proc before you spend the charge. Here comes Death Chakram. Here comes big damage. Ready for this big damage. Here we go. 11k AoE. It's huge. It's huge in AoE. I'm terrible gear. It's terrible. My gear is like awful. And we're doing really, really good AoE. It's all because of that explosive shot. It's our top damage. It did 50k on that pack right there. It's insane, guys. It's absolutely insane. I'm gonna back up. I got the echoes thing on me. I'm just gonna pop this. Like, it's very strong. I'm gonna show you by the end of this dungeon, you're gonna see the power of explosive shot and how much damage it will do. It is very surprising. Where's my lust? Here it is. Here we go. Explosive shot. Here's single target. Explosive shot's not super great on single target. I will give you that. Like, I'm still doing 8k single target right now, which is insane. With lust, of course. So take that with a grain of salt. But I'm in terrible gear, so just remember that. We're phasing this guy really early. I'm gonna hit this for a second. We won't get another Death Chakram off in this fight, which is a little frustrating. But on like a real boss fight, you know, if you had... This is a +2. It's not a very crazy key, right? But if you had a real key, then you would get another Death Chakram off and you would get another explosive shot. So, explosive shot in single target, not as good, right? Again, we didn't get 2 of them off, which is kind of important. Again, it's such a low cooldown on a real boss fight. Let's say you did a raid boss. You'd get 4 or 5 of these things off in a raid boss fight. Because they're like... Most raid boss fights are like 3 to 5 minutes, maybe 4.5 minutes, so sometimes they're way longer. So the explosive shot damage would go way up. But, excuse me, a single target, obviously, it's not as good. I will give you that. But again, it's just such a low cooldown that it's amazing. Like, you just keep pressing this button, man. You just keep pressing it over and over and over again. It's nuts. I love it. We're going to take some damage here, but that's okay. No path available, of course. This is where the pet gets all scrubbed. Here comes explosive shot damage. You ready for this? This is gonna be great. Boom!
Men, the invaders come for us. Do not let them pass.
So I really want to show off Survival Hunter. It's gonna be incredibly viable moving into 9.2. Do not sleep on this spec. I know people think it's like a meme or whatever, but it's gonna absolutely clap in Mythic Plus, but also it's going to clap even in single target, I think, with the new legendary that we're getting. Here comes the damage. Oh, we don't have... we'll get our bomb up in a second. We'll get our Death Chakram up in 4 seconds here. We're gonna do this. There we go. Here comes the damage. Ready for this damage? Look at that. And then we get this bomb to reset everything. The AoE is crazy. Death kill shot. Do a kill shot. We have so much leech, it's crazy. AoE damage is not a problem for Survival Hunter, man. It's just not. It's awesome. Here comes another Death Shock, and we got it up already. We're gonna actually pop Coordinated Assault here, because we'll have it up again before the boss. Watch this damage. 22k! It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. The damage is crazy. This is gonna get even better in 9.2. I mean, the carve, the bomb damage is gonna be just disgusting. It's gonna be absolutely crazy, man. Pretty simple rotations in AoE, right? You're not really doing much. Like we're in awful gear, and if you just get the more targets you give a Survival Hunter to hit, the better he's gonna do. It's just crazy. Like here comes Death Chakram again. We're gonna do this. We're gonna freeze that guy. Just to give our other guy a little break. Give our tank a little break. Let's get our dots rolling and then blow them up with the bomb, baby. So, yeah, I think in 9.2, Survival Hunter is going to be really great. I think you're going to obviously need to go double bomb talents, and then I think you go Wildfire Infusion. I mean, you're just not going to stray from that. Most people do that anyway. But I ran actually sort of a Serpent Sting focused build the other day in a dungeon, and it was really good in AoE. It kind of suffers in single target. I'm talking about taking like Viper's Venom plus Hydra Bite, so you get extra Serpent Stings flying out, and then you get the proc that makes the Serpent Sting upfront damage go through the roof, which is really cool. However, it just in single target it struggled for sure, no doubt about it. Here comes the damage. Death Shock comes out. Boom, 10k right away, just right off the bat. It's just awesome. It's just so free. Obviously, I know the Venthyr stuff is really great with all the kill shot resets and stuff. I love that playstyle too, and the Venthyr Legendary makes it so that your single target, Venthyr kill shots are incredibly juiced. So it's very strong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this is going to be better than Venthyr moving into 9.2, but this is not. It's not nothing. Okay, it's not nothing. Don't sleep on this thing because it's good. It is really good. There comes Death Chakram. Death Chakram also gives you energy, right? Or focus, which is kind of cool. Just gonna dash out of that one. Which is if I should be running Mongoose Bite probably, but whatever. I like Tip of the Spear. With Necrolord, I think you can go Mongoose Bite a little bit more because Death Chakram itself gives you what is it? 7 times 5 focus times 7, which is 35 focus, right? So it gives you like a decent amount of focus. This Death Chakram, hopefully we're going to be able to cheat this a little bit. If he can bring the ads in, that would be great. I'm stunned. Double explosion there. So each one of these kill command resets, those are what are going to trigger your tier set bonus. See how it's glowing there? Whenever it resets itself, that's when you're going to be getting, potentially going to be getting the free kind of reset of your bomb. Again, it doesn't just give you a free reset, but it does. The next time you cast the bomb, it will not incur a cooldown. It's kind of like the other side of that coin. It's really strange how they word that, but that's how it is. So remember to always flushcraft. 120 mastery is no joke, man. That makes our explosive shot better. Any of our spenders. Our raptor strike is better. Our carve is better. And our explosive shot damage that we're getting is better. I'm gonna grab more for this guy. We want damage. They're mad at me. I did too much damage. I'm gonna turtle here. Sorry. We're just gonna get out of that. Sometimes you gotta help your healers and tanks out. You just gotta do the thing, man. You just gotta turtle and get out of there because you're doing too much damage. Let's look at the explosive shot damage. Oh, look. There it is. Almost 10% of that entire pack. I only cast it once. I only got to cast Death Chakram once. Like, it's just good, man. He's gonna keep going? Okay, good. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Big damage. Here we go, boom! 12k, just like that. Da-na-na-na-na-na, dodging boulders. I actually love the boulder mechanic. It's fun. I think it's a fun thing for them to do. Get our mastery back up again. 26% to 32% is no joke, man. It's crazy. That's 8%, right? 6%, sorry. I can't do math. 6% more mastery, just for free. I'm just gonna do Death Chakram right now. This guy doesn't know that he needs to run this gauntlet. I'm not gonna be a dick and like yell at him, but I'm also not gonna hold my cooldowns because I'll have it up again. Like ideally I'm gonna want to use it up on top of the stairs up here, but he doesn't seem to understand that, so that's fine. You gotta let people figure it out. It's all good. Kick that. We've got our Death Chakram back up again. We're gonna use it on up here. Oh, I hit the wall. Look an absolute scrub. We're gonna use it right here. Boom, big damage. It actually like steals threat every time. It's crazy. We're not gonna have it up for the boss in time, but really, it's better used on an AoE pack, right? It's just better used there. It did 85,000 damage right there. You gotta remember that stuff. My haste is like super low. It's frustrating. Here comes our explosive shot back. We got our Death Chakram. Again, the cooldown, it's so low, guys. It's so freaking low. It's just amazing. That's what's so good about it. Makes it feel very good. Oh my gosh. I hate that there's like a minimum range for that ability. Should just let me like go back in if I want to go back in. Anyway, it's fine. I kind of messed up there. That's alright. Okay. We're getting close to the end of the dungeon here. I'm going to show you that explosive shot damage when we get to the end. I just think it's good, man. I just think it's good. Watch this damage. It's crazy. It's just good for our eye level. That's what I'm trying to say. I think it's really good for our eye level. If we had 242 gear on instead of 215, like, man, could you imagine? AoE would be crazy. We got Death Chakram back. We're gonna use it on the next pack because there's 4 guys there. Here it is. Here we go. Here's the damage. Here's the damage I want. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can get out of that. Good. Oh, nailed that one. Whew! The first one I've done well.
You shall never have our world. I shall cleave you in twain.
We're gonna do Death Chakram here, even though I understand that the boss is gonna phase in a second. This is what you want to be doing with this kind of ability, man. The cooldown is so low that we're gonna get it back on the part of this boss fight where we where he like buffs us, where the good guy will buff us here. So we're gonna lust. We're gonna go ham here. And then Death Chakram will come back. It'll come back, man. You gotta use it this way, or else you're wasting it. There's some abilities in the game that are like 3-minute cooldowns, right? And you have to plan those a little bit better, but this one you just need to use it. Okay, here he's gonna buff us. In 4 seconds, we're gonna throw Death Chakram. We got a huge buff. Here comes the damage. Boom. 9k single target with this gear? You kidding me? I know we're getting buffed, but cheapers. Please die, please die, please die. He's gonna die. There we go. Good. Oh no!
I will count on it. Whenever you come,
Haha, it's still doing the mechanic.
and we will
I love it.
defend our world.
This guy's gonna die. These guys are gonna die.
You hear us? Great Vale.
Da 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 da.
We
Da 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 da. Look at my dance. Ready? Here's the dance moves. Dun 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 dun. Let's see if we get a trinket. That'd be kind of crazy. If we get a trinket, I'm gonna be sad actually, because I haven't got one on my shaman in like 50 dungeons. Okay, we did 7.2k overall in 215 gear. Oh, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. Look at my damage. Look at this. Top damage is explosive shot. I understand it's Mythic Plus. Just calm down for a sec. Sure. Explosive shot. This is how much damage this thing does. It doesn't look like it should do this much, but it freaking does. This is just my legendary. Okay? This is just because of my legendary. 827,000 damage from my legendary. Like 13% of my damage just from having that one item on my I think that the if you took the cluster bomb, I can't talk right now. If you took Wildfire Cluster, I don't know what the percentage would be. It would be fine, obviously, and it's better on single target because you're getting lots and lots and lots of bombs, right? But like, let me just teleport here and we're gonna look at this again. I just want to look at it one more time. This is crazy, guys. This is so good, and it's not terrible on single target. It's not better than Venthyr. It's not better than Kyrian. I don't think. Certainly on single target, I would say it's not better than either of those. But it's still a ton of fun, and in Mythic Plus, it's perfectly fine. It's very good in Mythic Plus, actually. The damage is ridiculous. So moving into 9.2, I just want to say this really quick that I think Necrolord could be really fun. I think the AoE potential is disgusting. I've looked at some of the raid bosses that are coming up. There's actually a bunch of AoE moments. There's some bosses that have some good AoE potential there. Like there's some stuff on Anduin and there's some stuff on Zymox that both require a lot of AoE. So this actually might be fine. And again, we're going to get 2 legendaries, right? So you could go explode. You could do the bag of munitions for the Necrolord, and then you could also take Wildfire Cluster and just have them both, and that would be perfectly fine. In raid, you're probably going to want to go Kyrian or Venthyr and get those legendaries, and then get um, the Wildfire Cluster as well. But I just wanted to show this because I love it. It's really fun to play with. I love the soul binds for Necrolord. It's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad, okay? So don't sleep on it. It's actually okay. And if you just really want to play Necrolord and you want to have fun with doing explosive shot and bag of munitions, then do this because it's a ton of fun. So that's that. The tier set bonus. Let me just recap really quickly that the 2-set bonus. You need to be really careful with your wildfire bomb. You can throw the first bomb, but you cannot throw the second bomb until you get the kill command proc that actually gives you a reset and gives you the Mad Bombardier buff. Then you can throw your second Wildfire Bomb, and it will not incur a cooldown, and then you can throw another bomb right away, and then you'll only be back down to 1 bomb again. So you will get to just sling bombs over and over and over again, but you just have to be careful with that last bomb not to spend it, because if you get the Mad Bombardier buff and you have no bombs, then it doesn't actually help you at all. So that's that. There's the Necrolord Survival Hunter. There is the Mad Bombardier tier set bonus review. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one.